me see. The first time, son number two was just having it. We were in Okinawa, Japan, going to a DoD school. I don't know if you're familiar with those or not, but the Department of Defense runs
Yeah.
the school system if
Okay.
you're in the
Interesting.
military and you're overseas. And he was just having issues with the teachers. We seemed to be just having friction.
Yeah.
And then we had somebody in our church that was homeschooling that promoted homeschooling. This would have been 1980, 88, I guess. So a long time ago. And so we pulled him out and signed him up for one of the homeschooling programs. And my wife
Yeah.
was a stay-at-home mom, so it worked out nice.
Yeah.
And so that's what got us going with son number two. But then he went right back into public school once we came back to the States. And a lot of it had to do with athleticism. He was quite the athlete.
Yeah.
And so he wanted to stay in public school because of the promotion of running. He was a runner. So,
Okay.
but then
Very cool.
son number three came along, and we just, I was his first year. I was gone in the Gulf War. So I was in Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and so I was in Saudi Arabia, just about as in most of his kindergarten class, and I think it was public school. And so then when I got back, dad hadn't seen him forever. So I went and just decided to spend some time with him by sitting in his class. So the teacher
Oh,
let me come in, and the teacher knew I had just gotten back from the Middle East. And so
yeah.
she let me sit in the back of the class. And I just remember going back to my wife saying, there's too many students in that class, and that teacher doesn't spend any face-to-face, one-on-one time with. There were times when my son had to get up and go to the front of the class and say something to the teacher of some homework. I don't know if he had to memorize. I can't remember everything, but the teacher was multitasking at that time. So she was had her pen in her hand and she was looking down and she was writing something. And at the same time, this student is talking in her ear. And I
Yeah.
thought, she doesn't even look at him. I thought,
Yeah.
and so I kind of whined and complained about that. And then they said, why don't we just homeschool? And
Uh,
so then for first grade all the way through senior, we just homeschooled. And again, it was the benefit of being a stay-at-home mom. So
yeah.
without the stay-at-home mom part, it would be very difficult, if not impossible.